Kia ora and warm greetings. Thank you for joining us on Baha'i On Air. This very special episode will focus on the remarkable life and works of Baha'i architect Mr. Hossein Amanat. One of his many unique designs is the jewel of the Pacific, the Baha'i House of Worship in Samoa. The Bahá'ís of Samoa recently celebrated 2 anniversaries. 50 years since the Bahá'í Faith was introduced to Samoa, and 20 years since the dedication of their beautiful house of worship. One of the many guests from around the world who attended the celebrations was Mr. Hossein Amanat from Canada. The Baha'i On Air crew was given an exclusive interview with Mr. Amanat at the Samoan House of Worship, where he discusses the history of this extraordinary building and shares with us his spiritual views of art, architecture, and humankind. Enjoy.
The concept of the Baha'i temple or the Baha'i House of Worship is first referred to by Baha'u'llah, the prophet founder of the faith, in Kitab Aqdas, in his book. And he refers to these temples to be built in the most beautiful way. And which I think is very important. The beauty is important. He refers to it as Mashruqul Askar, that means the dawning place of the mention of God. In the Baha'i writings, you find references to some institutions which will be around this temple, acting as this center of activity, and all around it there will be institutions like centers of learning or centers of healing, hospitals or houses for the elderly, and other functions which are most social functions. Which somehow, to me, is a reference that our social activities have some priority. They should always look towards one spiritual aim, as the Baha'is think that there is a spiritual purpose to life rather than a material purpose to life.
It's a beautiful building. As with all Baha'i houses of worship, it has a dome and 9 entrances. It symbolizes the unity of all religions and all peoples. That is the central purpose of the Baha'i Faith. This first Baha'i house of worship in the South Pacific Ocean is perched on the mountainside behind Apia, the capital of Western Samoa.